Aries, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. Welcome to this 12-part series of Aries and the person on their mind, except for it's zodiac specific, which is why it's a 12-part series. So I'm going to do individual videos, Aries to Pisces. You can use the person's sun sign or their Venus sign. That's what Spirit is telling me to have y'all figure out. And the reason why, the reason why is because if you just look at your sun sign on certain tarot cards, you might get more life related things, more big picture relational related sort of things. For example, I'm an Aries sun, and if I watch Aries love readings, a lot of the time it will tell me about my past, or it'll tell me about family members that I'm interacting with, friends, coworkers, so on and so forth, even when I go to the readings for romantic readings. So as a Pisces Venus, a lot of the time, if I want to get information about my current love life, romantic love life, I have to watch Pisces tarot readings. So that's just something for you guys to keep in your back pocket for later. If you want to watch all of these videos, you are more than welcome to. And if you want to just continue to watch Aries or sun sign related videos, it's up to you. All right, so this is what I need from you guys. I need, as an adult talking to another adult, I need you to use your discernment, use your own goals in life, your own experience. Don't allow a tarot card reading to make any big decisions for you in your life. I am a storyteller. I am a vessel, a conduit that Spirit speaks through, but you are your own person. You have your own free will, so you can make your own decisions. You got your own discernment and your own connection to source to lean on, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and do not force any messages. We are going to be doing Aries, who is focusing on another Aries, okay? Aries focusing on another Aries, and then the cards are going to tell us a story. You ready? Let's go. Spirit, thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your energy. Allow me to, there's something going on in I'm like short of breath. I'm channeling right now, guys, or I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. There's something going on in something that's maybe taking your breath away in this connection, or somebody's breath away, like somebody's having a hard time speaking, out of breath, like kind of asthmatic, finishing running or something like that. So maybe running, working out is big in this dynamic, Aries to Aries. Let me finish my prayer. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it in the viewer. Yeah, I'm like actually really hot at this point. And right, because it's an Aries connection, so like a fiery connection. But I feel like it's a little bit more than that. And see, what's the mutual energy, please, Spirit? What's the mutual energy between Aries and their Aries person? Deadline and terms. Deadline and terms. Running out of time. And it literally says working out. I'm not even kidding you. It says working out. Remember I said working out earlier? Oh man, I love I love this calling. Working out. I think this Aries connection is almost hitting a tipping point to where if you're going to stay or if you're going to go, or if they're going to stay or if they're going to go. Let's see. How does Aries person feel about them? How does Aries person feel about them? Current feelings. How does Aries person feel about them? Pet, dog, cat, animal friends. But then also too, look at this. Cat is looking at a sunset. So I feel, and it dropped right down next to the deadline card. So I feel like your person is watching you almost slip away. How does the Aries feel about their person? How does the Aries feel about their person? Torment, anxiety. And it is hot. It's hot. I told you it's hot. I get that it's a fiery connection, Aries and Aries, but look, this person is covered in ashes. And sometimes if I look at this card, it looks like it's raining, but I realize now that those are ashes falling from the sky. I'm trying to get it without my ring light, but you have to trust that it's on there. There's a lot of anxiety. And if you look at your energy, if I were to split energies right here, if you look at this card, the terms card, her head is in her hand. And if you look at this, it's the same depiction. A very woe is me sort of message coming off from your end, Aries. I feel like you want this to work out. Maybe you're negotiating with yourself internally and you're saying, like, how can I make this work out? A lot of wanting to heal, especially since this one is carrying a star, like in the star card, and that's a healing card. A lot of wanting to heal this connection. I don't know how far gone that is. That could have been in your past. Actually, no, I feel like you cycle back and forth. What's going on between Aries and our Aries person? The Moon card. I don't think either of you know which way to go. I think that there's a lot of shadow work that probably is needing to happen between you and your person, Aries. But anxiety is popping up a lot because neither of y'all really know what the future is going to bring. Let's get clarification on how Aries person feels about the Aries, how Aries person feels. Hermit in the reverse. The Queen of Swords in the upright. They feel like you're going to cut them out. They feel like you're going to, like, maybe potentially break up with them. I get that Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. I get that it's like they feel like you're getting advice from somewhere, Aries, and it's not the most pragmatic advice. Maybe the people that are around you, this person feels are a bit like immature. Maybe there's even been a conversation where it's like, leave your friends out of it. Like, you and I need to be having this conversation. You don't need to be, again, take it as it resonates. You don't need to be telling everybody about what's happening with us behind closed doors. They see the stable side of you with this Queen of Pentacles. They see the stable side of you. They see a good partner in you. But they really do feel like you could have children with this person. I got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I got or this could be a same-sex connection, because I got the pre-Empress and the Empress right next to each other, and I've got 3 queens on the table right now. 3 queens, right? I don't know. Yeah, I really am getting, now that I said that out loud, I really am getting it's actually 2 queens and an Empress, but I really am getting kind of potentially same-sex vibes off of this relationship. Doesn't have to be. 6 of Cups in the reverse wanted to pop out. Yeah, there's just a lot of anxiety about this. Clarify how the Aries feels about their person, please. How you feel about your person, the other Aries. How does a collective feel about their person? The Death card in the upright. And then the 7 of Pentacles wants to pop out with the 2 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're the one that's really thinking about breaking it off with this other person. And this other person is going through... How does the... What is the Aries person, what is the collective's person actually experiencing right now in their mental reality? The Tower. They're just waiting for it. Literally with this cat looking at the sunset And you could have already broken up with this person. And this deadline card, I feel it's more like you're teetering on, should I break this connection or not? The Tower tells me that this person just sees it coming. It's like they're waiting, they're literally counting down the seconds for you to come home or give them a call, send them an email, or however, whatever it is, saying it's over. Why? What happened between the Aries and the Aries person? What happened between the Aries and the Aries person? Please, Spirit, to get them to this point. What happened? Two of Wands in the reverse. I don't think that it was clear from the beginning exactly what this relationship was going to be honest. Maybe it started out as just like a sexual connection and then somebody caught feelings. Or maybe it was, because I said that there were 3 people in the mix earlier, so maybe it was an affair. And then somebody caught feelings. Let's see what happened between Aries and their person, their other Aries. The Empress in the reverse. A conflict. Between expansion. A conflict about expansion. Where are we going to go with this? Maybe even somebody lived in a different town, a different state or something like that. And the other person was like, are you ever relocating? Are you going to come stay with me? Could be for some of you guys. The eight of Wands in the reverse, and then somebody just didn't follow through or would not commit or couldn't for whatever reason. I feel like for you, collective, I feel like you might have felt like things got too serious too soon. Where is this connection heading? Please, Spirit, where is this connection heading for Aries and their Aries connection? Knight of Cups. There's a blockage from this Knight of Cups happening, though. That might honestly be a romantic exchange, like in the bedroom, like a sexual exchange. 2 of Cups. The Moon in the reverse. Y'all can find your way out of this. You literally can find your way out of this. The Knight of Cups and the upright. The 2 of Cups and the upright and the Moon in the reverse. The torment that's going on between you guys is going to end. You going back and forth, collective, on your Aries person is going to end. Somehow you're going to be able to prioritize healing this. How might that happen for the collective, please? The World in the reverse, the Queen and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's trust issues in this. So how can this be healed is, and I think it's because the terms were never established, meaning like, are we in a monogamous relationship, or is it just us? Like, are we taking things to the next level? Are you moving here? Am I moving there? Are you breaking up with your person? Because it's causing a lot of jealousy, and because of a lot of uncertainty. And because I feel like each of y'all know how fiery you can be, and maybe y'all both have actually been as fiery as you can be towards each other versus having like an actual like sit down conversation because of fear of confrontation. Again, if y'all have been confronting each other via arguments before in the past, there's one of y'all, though, and it might be you, who's feeling, I think it's you that's feeling the jealousy on the other end. This whole time, I think it's you, and that's why you're potentially wanting to break it off with this other person. Hangman in the reverse. There's an aspect of forgiveness that's popping up in you guys' future. So if you're wondering, because I know you're going back and forth, if you're wondering if this is salvageable, it is. It definitely is salvageable. What would Aries person, the other Aries, what would Aries person like for the Aries to do what are they looking for Aries to do for them? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Focus on making it work. Because right now the focus is the what ifs, the what happened, the whirlwind of anxiety. Your person wants you to focus on the facts. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So you got Pentacles in the reverse. Two Pentacles in the reverse. Avoiding what, Spirit? The Emperor. It's look at that. Excuse me. So this is telling me that yours are there. Somebody, okay. It's interesting because it's an Aries and an Aries. And I should have known getting into this reading. So take it as it resonates. I think that your person is wanting you to focus on the facts of what actually did happen or what actually can happen. Let's sit down and not have an emotional conversation, especially with this Emperor in the upright. Let's not have an emotional conversation. Let's figure out how we can network ourselves together. Let's figure out how we can build this bridge, build a stronger foundation. Maybe even just tear it all down, you know, tear it all down and start from the beginning, start over. What hidden, yeah, so they want to have a conversation with you. What hidden energies are keeping this from actually happening? Fight for it. I think that you've given up. You're watching this reading for a reason. Maybe ask yourself why it is that if you're teetering on giving up, then why are you watching this reading? And then this literally just popped up and it says fight for it. What's potentially blocking this from happening is that there isn't enough fighting for it. There's too much staying stuck in the past. Look at I'm an Aries. Look at what it my personal card came up today. This is my personal card. I'll read it with you. I'll share it with you because I feel like it might help you. Okay. It says, today I am receptive. Today I will let go of the past. I will live in the present, and I am looking forward to a bright future. I think that's what your reading needed to say from the beginning. Just this one card. Just this one card. Let me give you a word of advice before we close out. Word of advice for the Aries. Connect it to the Aries, please. You make your decision, but they're watching you leave, and I have this very strong feeling that they're not wanting you to go. So it needs to be an adult conversation where neither one of y'all bring emotions to the table. And just talk about the who, the where, the what, and the how, you know? Advice for the Aries, please. Of course, we get a fire card. We literally get a sun card. All right, it says goals. Picture the goals that you desire in as much detail as possible. Experience your chosen outcome with all of your senses as though you've already achieved it. Hold that thought. Then send it out into the universe with love and thanks. So if you want this to be a certain way, imagine it being a certain way. That's what's going to help you get out of the past. This person looks like they want to actually talk to you about what's going on. So you need to release the past in order for forward movement to happen. So imagine how good it can get in this connection. Do not say, oh no, well, but this, well, but that. No. Y'all two be the adult leaders that y'all are as Aries emperors, male or female, and have the conversation and then hold each other accountable. How about them apples? All right, Aries, that's your reading for Aries on Aries. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to work with me, I do personal readings. That information is down below, all right? Love you guys. Bye.